Okay, the market's in the green, so clearly there is some kind of an expectation. To be fair, of course, positions were also light. So let's get some final words from top stock market experts joining us now. Sandeep Bhatia, the Managing Director, Head of Equity India at Macquarie Capital. Dinesh Kanabar will be with us in a bit, the CEO of Dhruva Advisors. And we will also have Mahesh Nandurkar, Managing Director and Head of Research at Jefferies. Mahesh, Sandeep, Mr. Kanabar, thank you very much. Sandeep, what's the sense? I mean, have you bought or have you advised buying something before the budget in expectation of some sectors getting benefited?
So, the budgets are a lot of hype. Most of the times it's a big show when very little go. So it's not that we would say that buy this for the budget. I think, as most of the panelists before me have echoed, the corporate sector has done structurally well in terms of profit and margins and cash flows. The banking sector is strong. The one part of the economy actually which is not done well is the household sector, and especially the middle income and poorer households. So I think if we see impetus to consumption, that itself will spur private capex, what we have not seen for some time, and we may not see if demand doesn't come back, is private capex. So I would be very happy if there is a spur to consumption. That's what I would expect from the budget. There is very little space otherwise to do something major. Given the fiscal glide path we are on, we need to control our fiscal deficit and gross borrowings. But definitely the surcharges which have been imposed and which need to go away, we can have some concessions there.
In what way? You said a boost to consumption you like. In what way, Sandeep?
Well, raise the minimum, the level at which tax starts coming in. So make it about, let's say, 1 lakh a month, 12 lakh, something like that. That would mean that if you're earning less than 1 lakh a month, you're not paying any taxes. So something like that. Plus, let's see if they can do anything on employment generation, incentivize corporates for employment generation. That is definitely needed. In my discussions with various senior economists of the government, they have noted the fact that the headcount growth has severely lagged behind the profit and earnings growth in the corporate sector over the last 7 to 10 years.
And the economic survey also mentions, the CA made that point yesterday as well, Sandeep. So in what way? Because further incentivization.
Yeah, I think there would be some way of saying that if you don't create a certain number of jobs over a period of time according to your top line growth or something, then your tax rates could go up. I think it has to be done very, very carefully, because that can create more bureaucracy. But at least a push towards more formal employment will be necessary. I hope it is done without doing much damage. So I think some kind of a conversation also is important, and that has started.
Okay, actually, on that same point, let me get Mahesh Nandurkar in from Jefferies. Mahesh, do you think that we should and will get any stimulation for consumption?
So first of all, I would like to say that we are still in the fiscal consolidation mode. From the post-COVID era, we have already reduced our fiscal deficit by more than 400 basis points. But I think each year, even from here on, and specifically in FY26, we would be looking at a 30-40 basis point reduction in the fiscal deficit. And given the fact that the revenue growth is unlikely to be more than 10% for the government of India, my belief is that the total expenditure growth is going to be, say, around 8% to 9% kind of mark. So that's the overall constraint within which I think we will have to view our expectations. So I think that the government has already done a lot of heavy lifting on the capex side. In the last 5 years, the capex has grown 3x, and it is quite natural to expect some kind of shift in that, away from capex growth into consumption growth. But I think overall the limitation is going to be 8 to 9% total growth. So in that context, however, the government may like to give a big boost, but I think it will come with its own limitations.
Okay, all right. Mahesh, is well put.